Some the procession style people dedicate very fine.
In this whole ceremony.
Yeah.
Some are very disciplined in a very military way, but quite a few are freestyle. And of the past 6 editions of military World Games, Russia and China are leading in all the medal lists, whether it's the gold medal tally or the overall medal tally.
Yes.
And these are the two power nations in this competition.
Is definitely one of the most decorated delegations in the games.
Maybe that's a great difference between the Summer Olympics and these military World Games. You know, for nations like the USA and Germany, they're not really achieving according to our sports state.
Brazil.
Now, Brazil is one of the strongest nations coming to these games as well. They were actually second place last year, second to Russia, with China, not last year, rather in 2015 in Pyongyang, South Korea. They once came first place in the total number of golds back in the 5th games. They've sent a very large delegation, second only to host nation China's this year. So obviously their intent is to do well and to go home with a lot of medals.
Brazil is sending 344 athletes to the games this time.
Yeah, and this delegation group is great in all these team sports. Whether what we in China call traditionally the big ball team sports like football, basketball, and the volleyball, they're really great in all these team sports.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Cameroon.
So we're expecting to see some top-notch athletes competing in 329 events at the games. And the games will run till
to the 27th. We've got 10 days of events coming up. In fact, some of them have already started due to the duration of the tournament. This is common at the Olympic Games as well. Sports like women's volleyball and football have already begun because they're a bit longer. So we've already seen that. In fact, China's already won 2 matches in straight sets, showing their dominance in women's volleyball.
Yes.
Also among these athletes, we should mention that 118 of them are listed in the top 8 in the Rio Olympic Games. 67 of them have won world championships. So we don't just have soldier athletes here. We've got some of the best athletes in their given sports in the world competing at these games, who of course did not quit their day job as soldiers.
And there are some disciplines which I would say are as good as the Olympic Games, like shooting. You know, you've got all those greatest, maybe the greatest shooters from the world to compete.